Baby, I'm a gangster too. Baby, I'm a gangster too.
Hi babies, welcome back to Kisses and Chaos. This is your host, Lucy. So yesterday we're talking about the victim mentality because I have been a victim to the victim mentality. It's so easy, especially if you struggle with depression and anxiety. And I feel like a lot of us do it subconsciously. And we don't even know that we're doing it. So we're just attracting all these bad things because we're just like this moping ball of sad energy and bad energy. So why would good things come to us when we're in this really negative energy, you know? So in this episode, we're talking about the actual psychology behind it and why the law of detachment is your secret to peace and a massive glow up. Victim mentality is a chronic mindset where you believe bad things are going to happen to you. Basically, you believe life is against you and nothing works out for you. It's often rooted in trauma or childhood environments where you had no control. But as adults, staying in it becomes a choice. Psychologists call this learned helplessness, where you've been through so much you stop trying to change the outcome because you literally believe nothing is going to work out for you. It's like when you've been through so much, but you just stop trying because you believe that there's never going to be a better outcome, that nothing's going to work out for you and nothing will ever change. But that is so far from the truth, it's actually insane. But as we've talked about before, our brain is wired negatively. It just is. And we have to rewire it to think positively. This mentality can show up in so many ways. You retell your trauma more than your growth. You expect the worst in people. You feel powerless and want to be saved. You recreate scenarios to prove that people will never love you and always leave or hurt you because that's what your nervous system expects. But babies, the law of detachment is your cure to chaos. And it is one of the most important things I think everyone needs to master in their life because we are all too attached to people, to what people think about us, to if we get this promotion, this job, this festival, this label, if our TikToks go viral, like if you finally, when I finally detached, because I was like, dude, I want to go viral on TikTok. I haven't gone viral on TikTok ever at this point. And I was like, you know what? I'm over feeding this desperate energy. Then I'm like, I want to go viral. I want to go viral so bad. And as soon as I just let it go, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like it'll happen eventually. I went viral. I'm not even fucking kidding you. A week later, my song went viral. It was fucking insane. And that is the law of detachment, baby. Because when you let go, that's when everything comes to you. The law of detachment says stop clinging. It's about trusting that what's meant for you is going to find you at the right time, without force, without obsession, and without overthinking. People that are stuck in this mentality always think in black and white. It could be like, if they hurt me, I'm good and they're evil. If I didn't cause pain, I have no responsibility in it. This is the brain protecting from shame. But shame isn't healed by denial. It's healed by responsibility. But if you're in the victim mindset, that shit is hard to do because your brain is literally like, but the world hates me. Like, this isn't my fault. Like this, you have an excuse for everything. And you become exhausting to hang around. When I was like in the victim mentality, oh my God, I was like playing EDC Vegas and I was like, everything sucks. My life sucks. And everyone's like, bitch, shut the fuck up. You're literally playing EDC Vegas. Like, calm down. But staying in victimhood will get you some rewards. You might get more attention, sympathy, lower expectations. That's why more people stay in it because people are going to baby them. People are going to treat them different because like, oh, she's just not doing well. Like, you know, life has been treating her really bad. So people will literally stay in it because of the sympathy and attention they get from it, which is crazy. And I really feel like a lot of times people just don't know that it's happening to them. I'm going to give you guys some examples of signs that show that you're stuck in the victim mindset. And if these apply to you, don't panic, baby. It just means we're about to level the fuck up. You're constantly saying, it's not fair. Why me? I can't help it. I can't help them this way because of this and this and this. You look for someone else to blame instead of looking inward. You stay in bad situations and call it loyalty. You secretly like being the one that gets hurt because it keeps you from having to make hard changes within yourself. I could give more examples, but I think you guys kind of get the point. The victim mentality is really tricky because your brain is like, you could be listening to this and be like, that's not me. But it could be you because your brain is just like convincing you this. But I promise it is so much better on the other side. Your energy will be better. You're going to attract more things, but we're going to get you out of this victim mentality role. Okay. We're going to get you out of this loop. All right. Let's go. Stop narrating your life like it's some revenge monologue. Start owning your fucking role and ask this. What choices did I make to get me here? What boundaries did I ignore? What parts of me need healing so I can stop repeating this cycle? Sometimes the villain isn't your ex. Sometimes it's an unhealed teenager that is living in your head and controlling you. You do not want an angry teenager controlling your mind. No. Waiting for someone to apologize for what they've done to you is just a fucking lost cause. It's going to keep you stuck because you're just like, okay, well, if they finally tell me they're sorry, I will feel better. No, you're not. You don't need their fucking sorry. Freedom means accepting you might never have closure. It could be anything and you might just never get closure from it, but your peace matters more than this grudge and anger that you're holding over a situation that you simply can't let go of. At the end of the day, you're losing because you're not living your life. You don't need everybody to believe your pain to believe in your healing. You don't need everyone to clap for your boundaries. Clap for your damn self. Start swapping victim-y phrases with something more empowering. Like instead of why me, say, what is this teaching me? Instead of saying, I can't help it, say, I choose something different now. Victim mentality, they ruined my life. Detached, peaceful, amazing, abundant energy. I get to rebuild it in my own way. Reframe the way that you talk to yourself, because that is how you're going to rewire your brain. We've talked about it so many times. Check out the Mentally Ill But Keeping It Cute video. We talk a lot about rewiring your brain into a healthier, happy place. And that applies here too. You have to talk to yourself nicely, and you can't say like, why do bad things always happen to me? Why does this always happen to me? Like everyone fucking hates me. You have to replace your words because that will make your brain go, you know what? Yeah. And it will rewire your brain. You will slowly start getting out of that loop. When you master the law of detachment, you stop needing people to treat you right and just choose the ones that already are. I swear to God, when you guys let go of being like, well, I want to be here by I'm 30 and I want this by this. And if I don't get this, and you're giving out all this like intense energy and all this, like, I want to control, but baby, you can't control. You got to let it go. You got to let go of the things you cannot control, because if it is meant for you, and if you really believe it is, it will be yours. You just got to stop controlling it, because all you're doing is blocking it from coming in. It's like last week's episode, I was sad, so I was attracting all these sad, negative people. So if you're in that mindset, which I very much was during that time, that's what you're going to get. I really love this technique where you can journal something that has happened to you, and that something that you bring up a lot, or something that you feel like is the reason why you're stuck in this really shitty, sad, victim mindset. I want you to journal and write it down exactly how you would tell it right now. And then I want you to reframe it. So if you said something like, people always hurt me and I'm too much and I'm never chosen, you can flip it and say, I'm not too much. They were too little. I am chosen, just not by people who don't receive me and who don't understand me. You have to learn to sit with your shitty feelings. You have to learn to heal. You have to feel. You need to learn to sit in the discomfort instead of reacting to it. It's not your emotions that ruin your life, it's how you respond to them. My friend told me something that changed my life. She was like, you are always thinking in your emotional mindset, never in your logical, always your emotional. So when you're emotional, you're like, everything's horrible, this sucks. When you're logical, you're like, yes, this sucks, but I have been through a lot of shit and I will persevere and I will fucking make this happen. But when you're thinking in your emotional, you're not going to think very logically. Thinking in your logical over emotional is such a fucking game changer. It's hard in the moment when you're feeling emotional, but that's why I'm saying, like, sit in the discomfort of your feelings. Just don't react to them. Don't do crazy shit. Don't say crazy shit. Because as soon as you calm down, you will start thinking in your logical, and literally look at it, like close your eyes and look on one side, and one side's like the emotional, like everything sucks, I'm never gonna make it out of this. And your other side is logical. Literally flip it. Everything, you're gonna flip it, because right now you're stuck in this fucking loop, and there's little things you're gonna have to do to get out of it. Breathe, pause, and do not spiral. Practicing consciousness detachment is going to come into play so much when you're getting out of this, but you're not going to chase. You're going to attract. Skrillex said something that really stuck with me once. He was like, this career is something you attract and not chase. It so is, because when I was such a young kid, I really didn't know what I was doing at all. And I was just so detached from all the worries and everything, because I was like, I don't care. It's going to work for me. And it fucking did. And as soon as I started getting more worried about things or whatever, and was stuck in this victim mindset, bad shit was happening to me constantly. And I was just like, fuck, I miss that 22-year-old who literally was like, I don't care. I know I'm going to be great at this. Like, not like, oh, I didn't get this festival assignment. Sorry, I'll be on it in like a couple years. You know, like it's crazy to switch up. Like, you need to not chase anything, honey, because it's already yours. Learn to recognize that it's not the universe punishing you. It's you choosing familiarity over freedom. Like, you're literally stuck in this victim mentality fucking cage right now. And your body's like, please let me out. But your mind is like, no. You have to realize, like, you're the one choosing to be there. You are the one choosing to be under this salad rain cloud. And you are attracting all these bad things because you're constantly saying, like, nothing's going to get better. So nothing's going to get better. And I know how hard it is to be positive. I think I wrote a song once that was like, I'm so tired of people telling me to just be happy. It's so hard to just be happy, especially when you deal with depression. There's something, you have chemical imbalances in your brain like I do. It's really fucking hard. And that's why you have to take all of these steps. It's basically like physical therapy for your brain, all of these little steps, because you're like making your mind a healthy place to live. Like you would make your, like how you do your body, and that's how you work out. You are not a victim for life. You're a vessel of power. You're allowed to cry. You're allowed to heal. You're not meant to stay in this suffering forever. You're meant to rise. You're a fucking star, baby. Victim energy is cute when you're fresh off of a heartbreak or something, but long term, it's aging you, babe. Like, I think I see some wrinkles. We need to stop it. The only wrinkles I want to see is some smile lines, baby. I'm just kidding. I get Botox. You're not cursed. You're clinging. So detach, align, and walk like the universe has your fucking back, because guess what? She does. She got you, baby. So just let go of all that control over that job or that house or this or that, and just let it go, because it's all coming to you. Okay? I love you all so fucking much. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I am off tomorrow to play EDC. I'm so excited to be back in Vegas. I'm so excited. Yay! I'm going to the RuPaul show with my bestie Emma, and it's just going to be such a good weekend, and I'm so stoked. I know you guys are probably waiting to hear on some tea with me and No Contact, or me in any situation, any of the girls I'm seeing. I'm currently seeing no one. Me and No Contact are talking, and we're going on a little beach trip next week. We'll see if she comes. I love you all so much, my chaotic angels. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and rate the pod. I love you guys so much. Thank you for always tuning in every single Wednesday, and I'll see you next. Bye. Bro, dude, not me just noticing now that my fucking lip liner was half on. I'm not re-recording it. I'm not, so you guys will have to deal with that. I'm sorry. I love you. Bye.
Baby, I'm a gangster too.